Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we are playing some Lillia Mid in the unranked to challenger climb, only playing viewer picks. The highest rated comment in my video was Lillia Mid, but I use car metaphors to explain her kit and save room whenever I pick up speed to get to a fight, so that's what we're going to be trying to do. For the early game, we just kind of farm out. Lillia during the early game is like a a vehicle with basically a broken car battery. That's because, as you know, with not having a vehicle that can even start, it's not going to take you anywhere, and that's because your Q gives you movement speed, and that goes up with every single rank, and also scales with AP. So your Q is the thing that gives you the movement speed. So until later on, you don't really like, there might be an opportunity that it starts, right? Your car might start with the broken battery. There's a chance. Maybe you get a jump from a friend with the cables and stuff. In that case, our jungler would be able to help us. But alone, we're just not able to do that much. That being said, though, our W is really the only way you can ever kill somebody in lane, because your W damage is ridiculous. It does about 300 damage, but I would mainly focus on just trying to farm equally, because Lillia scaling is bonkers. We normally will go a burn build. I don't know how we can talk about a burn build via car metaphors, but that's what we're going to be doing. Because Lilia's burn from her passive, which deals percent damage, makes it so it doesn't matter if they're tanky or squishy. You get to run really fast inside of team fights as the game continues, and if you build a bunch of burn, you deal a lot of damage. Kind of like how a car will be able to damage someone who is stuck inside of a garage while it's on, so the emissions will slowly destroy them, like even if they're healthy versus somebody who's sick, I guess. So you kill everybody equally in a way. So that makes her quite a good scaler. Plus, just like a car in a garage that's closed, that's on, and like making a mission so there's no oxygen, would also, if there's like 5 people in the garage, probably work against all 5 at the same time, because we have a lot of AoE in our kit. So that thankfully does make it even better for the early game. Or not the early game, but like as the game continues, sorry. Because we have a lot of AoE. When you have AoE and big damage, and also your damage is just good against every single type of champion, then you're going to have a good time. Wow. She flashed. Well, I did say during the early game that we are not very strong, and that is true, but I mean, the reason why she flashed there... Wow, I even stopped her base. This is so bad for her. She should never have, like, let herself get hit by that, because what I want to do is just farm out, and she's giving me many opportunities to just do that, and that's so bad for her. Every single time I get to just freely reset on a good wave state is amazing for me. So the first item we're going to go for is going to be our Blackfire Torch, because we need mana. I have a bunch of mana runes as well. Lane Lillia has the issue, unlike jungle, junglers get bonus mana while they're inside the jungle. We don't get something like that, so you want to build it ASAP to make it so you can just constantly have your mana, just like having your gas tank full in your car. Because if you try to go like Landry's first item, sure, you might be able to kill like one person with the amount of gas that you have of your mana, but if you go Blackfire Torch instead, you can totally go to multiple destinations to be able to achieve more with what your champion does. Round level 7 is when we finally get that car battery changed, so then we'll be fast. But at the same time, just like a car, we have like one that does not accelerate very quickly, so it's probably like for the mid game, like a kind of a heavy car, I guess, would be ones that are not very fast with acceleration. Because you need to stack it up to 4 times to get the maximum benefit. Right now I only have 3, but you want to try to keep it like going all the time. That's the thing. Wow, why did she not let herself not get hit by that? Huh. I guess she just doesn't realize how strong I am, so we're just gonna kill her just like that. Vroom vroom. My E went through you. Yeah, it did look like it went through me, but the other... I thought W blocked your ult. No, once it's on top of you. It's like, once you start falling asleep, you're just screwed already. You can block the projectile. I don't know if she knows what that means. Lillia ultimate is a projectile. If you ever try to use your ultimate against Yasuo behind a wind wall, it will literally not work, if you did not realize that. So Lillia ultimate is a projectile. It does have a travel time and work in that sense. Now that we have Lost Chapter, we're feeling very good about laning phase, because we are going to be able to keep our movement speed up like all the time now. Also, they just got completely crushed bot side. I'm going to use my W to get near her so I can just hit one single Q on her and then just walk away. Lillia has terrible health regen during the early game. But what does give you health is every single time we land our passive, aka that is done through landing our abilities onto people, that will heal us. Can't think of a car analogy for that. It will heal you like taking a night drive alone to clear your head does. So every single time we land something onto her, that's how we're slowly healing. Because your health regen is pretty trash. I know it says 9 right now, but that's because the health potion is ticking, so that doesn't really count. But yeah, for jungle Lillia, if you didn't know, the reason why jungle Lillia can sustain herself in the jungle so well is because the only things that you heal off of, really, are champions and large monsters. Minions don't really give you any health from your Dream Dust, which is what your passive is called. So you just barely heal whatsoever. Alright. You can make me drowsy. I'm just gonna use this away from you, and then Pantheon will probably be able to kill you because you have no flash. Okay, you just messed it up really badly. I'm still gonna kill her, but that was pretty bad. Okay, and you seem okay. I was just trying to help him for a second by, like, guarding him on the way out. Vroom vroom, by the way. We haven't really gotten to the teamfight stage, so that's why I'm not saying vroom. Plus, we're not really that fast yet. You'll see how fast you get. Once you start getting high AP numbers, that's when it becomes bonkers. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of movement speed, so you could, like, never get caught. Your champion is pretty damn ridiculous. You're just able to run around wherever you want, really, and be pretty safe. She's trying to catch me. I mean, oh, she has her ultimate. Well, that was not very good. Just to be clear, the rank that we're playing in it is, like, mid-diamond. So Diamond 3, Diamond 2 Elo is where we're at. In case you're curious where we're playing in. But we finished our Blackfire Torch. So, my previous statement about Lillia damage was about emissions, so I guess I'll just say that our emissions are, like, doubled at this point. So we're gonna be able to fill up a room to have people not have oxygen much faster now, I guess. Plus, we're much faster, as you can see, because more AP. Besides your Q being, like, maxed, so now I get 10% each stack. Also, it has an AP ratio on it, so the more AP we get, the more movement speed we get per stack, too. We could totally fight the dragon if they try to do it. Mel is a pretty terrible lane into Lillia in my opinion, but she should be using her ultimate to, I mean not ultimate, W to like block my E more than probably my ult. But if she can do it consistently, then maybe not. I don't know. She might walk around this corner. Nope. Because a lot of times people will try to follow up if I'm ever like trying to invade or something. So I was trying to catch her off there. Just don't get hit by her ability. Continue my stacking. She should die to the burn here, I think. I just barely survived because the turret shot almost killed me, but thankfully we're able to just get out. We also, I believe, saw Gwen topside, and we see Ashe plus Zac botside. So I believe I can hit this and not get caught. I mean, even if Gwen tries to gank me from topside, I should be okay. Ashe arrow could try to kill me, so I'll try to flash it if I suddenly get caught by it. And I'm gonna base, like, in between both turrets, because most people base right here, which is where people would normally throw an ultimate to try to kill you. So I'm going to be in a little bit of a different spot, and I'm also positioning my camera to be able to see that Ashe arrow beforehand. Kind of like making sure that my car is facing the direction towards another car coming towards me, so I know that's going to happen, because I don't want to be here and have my camera looking this way, because then I won't see an person trying to, like, I don't know, crash into my car or something. The Ashe arrow is the other car in this instance. So, yeah. We're level 11 now. That's pretty nice. I mean, we get more damage. I guess I didn't mention how your ultimate works, but every single time we proc our passive onto somebody, we can make them fall asleep by just pressing our button. I'm not going to go for you. I shouldn't have taken a turret shot too. That was a mistake. Wish that we didn't lose the dragon, but I mean, I did have to base after killing mid lane, so that was probably the biggest thing. Top lane's doing pretty good. I did chunk myself pretty hard, so I think I would rather just base. Although, normally I would base in this scenario, like eventually, because I don't want to die. Because I'm 3-0. And I'm like, 3-0, okay, so that means that clearly I'm worth a big shutdown. I'm actually not at all worth a shutdown, so... Also, this matchup's starting to feel more rough by the minute. Like, she does so much damage to me, even though all that's happening is she's just chucking her Qs, and it does so much. Goodness. I could have went Merc Treads this game. Merc Tread value is insane versus this type of team comp. I'm going to be going for Liandry's next. What Liandry's is going to give us is more damage on our burn, because our burn applies other burns, so it all is one of the same. So we're going to increase our emissions once again. So, yeah. Now, the way that we win this game will be through somehow killing this Ashe Zac bot side. Or bot laners. Bot side doesn't, I guess, make much sense. But we need to figure out a way... The way that you initiate with Lillia is that if you have flash, you can do crazy plays because you can flash on top of them. But the most important thing is somehow managing to keep your movement speed up and then getting them. So we need to vroom very quickly off of like minions and stuff, and then we'll be good to go. But that being said, I mean, this still seems pretty difficult to do stuff. Oh no, we got them here for sure. I could just make her fall asleep and she's just screwed. I really wanted the kill. Sadly, somebody else got it instead of me, which is sad. We should be able to catch these guys here. I'm just trying to engage on them. I'm not trying to overcommit them. Wow, there was nobody that could have followed me up. My bad. I wanted to go on them because the Mel only has tier 1 boots and I'm fast as hell, but I guess there's no follow-up, huh? So it's my fault. Gwen is also just that strong because she's been farming pretty well this game, even though she has, like, no KP. She's level 11, which is 2 levels over our teammate. I could TP in to, like, contest this. I totally could have rotated, but nobody really is going towards it, so I guess I won't either. Plus, I mean, it's okay. I guess we can just go for, like, scaling a little bit more, because my 3-item core is bonkers strong. That being said, The biggest threat for us will be heavy CC, and also whenever I get slowed by Ashe, because anybody that can slow and wither is like getting a flat tire. And even though I'm fast as heck, one flat tire is all that needs to happen to significantly slow you. Slows are normally more powerful than movement speed abilities, so you will almost never be able to win. So, win the speed battle. So that's shoved a little bit. Am I getting ganked? No, right? That's warded. I'm just going to heal myself because I don't want to base just yet. It would be cool if I can continue killing the Mel over and over again. But, I mean, it is quite challenging to do. I did hit the minion even if I don't hit her, which is good because we want to keep that movement speed up. We need to keep the movement speed alive at all points. There is a ward there, so I'm going to try to go around it so I'm not seen. Gwen just ultied. I just need to leave. We do not want to try to fight somebody as strong as her. As soon as she jumps on me, I am already in a bad position. We do not want to deal with that. Our 2-core spike is when we, will be quite strong. Like, and fast, too. I don't know what... I'm honestly not much of a car guy. I'm not really big on cars, but... I did play Need for Speed Underground as a kid, so, like... When I got pretty strong in that game was normally when I put decals on my car, so... When I have Liandry's, we are, like, decaled up. We have, like, flames on the side, which I think increases our movement speed kind of substantially. Another problem, though, now is... Okay, if I go for them... Wait, what? She has no ultimate. No, I missed that. So now we might not even be able to kill, huh? Because I missed. And she has ultimate still. Dude, that's crazy. You're dead to the burn. See ya. Goodness, dude, took a while to get that guy, but that's why Lillia is ridiculous, right? Because you're just way faster than everybody else. I missed some stuff, so that made it a little bit more challenging, but in the end, we still were able to do it. A lot of champions in that position, whenever you miss your abilities and stuff, you would normally just die, but thankfully, if you can keep your stacks running, and I could because Zach kept on jumping on top of me, that, like, made it just a little bit easier for me to continue drifting around her and not letting her catch us. Also, Vroom. We don't even have that much AP yet, but our stacks are up to 13 per stack, which is about 50% total. No, it's actually a little bit over that. What am I saying? It's like 52% or something. So our next item could be a few things. We could go for, like, Cosmic Drive for more CDR and more movement speed. Death Cap is pretty okay, because that increases your movement speed substantially. We really don't want them to be able to do this. Okay, they are not on it just yet. I really don't want to get caught as well. A lot of people sit inside this brush, so I'm just chucking my my bowling ball towards them, because that is, like, using my high beams in a forest to try to see people, because, it goes as long as it doesn't hit a wall into stuff, and if it hits somebody, it grants vision of them, if you didn't know. Gwen ultimate also slows people, by the way, so be aware that also is another slow effect that they have. Man, this is so bad. It feels like our vision control is so trash, man. We can E Otacon because that will make it start fighting just random people, because that is something that also can get hit. Also, 1v1 top lane is not good. I think we're going to get outscaled this game if we don't do stuff. Of course, I scale very well, but I don't think my teammates scale, so that's the biggest problem here. And it doesn't feel like anybody wants to engage. I made myself fall asleep, but I don't know if that matters or not. Because Zach initiated all on his own, which was pretty good for us. Oh, I just hit Gwen again. She's almost dead. So we should be able to do this. I'm just gonna instantly get one tapped. All right, see you later. And then Pantheon, dude, they are scared of two people, guys. There is no way, right? Come on, man. Let's not be scared of these two guys. We do not need to be as afraid as we are, I believe. They are very chunked. Now, a thing to make it so, like, champions that are melee picks that want to try to beat the crap out of you is Rylai's makes it so you can slow them. So we could use that. But Nasus Wither might be unstoppable for me to ever stop. How many stacks does this guy have? 600 at 22 minutes? Yeah, this game is looking not very easy to play right now. My god, dude. Thank god we do percent damage versus that guy. Our bot lane did not take bot lane turret. We still have flash for next fight, which is good. Dang, my E did not hit that. That could have been pretty nice to get. Okay, bot lane turret did die to the minions at least, I guess. So I'm trying to keep my stacks up right now. I mean, the chance of me hitting Ashe is pretty unrealistic. They need to walk in for vision, so if we all sit inside of a brush, we might be able to catch them off guard. But we need to get my stacks going. Nice. Samira just popped the hell off. I can't kill this guy with my next Q, so I'm going to wait for him to respawn. Is my team going to get outplayed by Gwen? I should help them because of that, just in case. Because there's a chance that maybe Gwen would kill everybody there. Zach says GG, but I don't think it's GG just yet. Just because we were able to kill them doesn't mean that it's automatically over. But nice, we were able to get our room going because I went to Dragon, hit it with a couple abilities, landed good E. If you ever land a good ultimate onto their, like, back line plus front line, which I did, I landed on Nasus and also somebody else. That's huge, because making them fall asleep is perfect for my entire team to be able to catch up to them. I don't think the game's just over yet. That was just very fortunate that we got, like, one of the best possible plays that we could have gotten with our ulti. Being able to hit Nasus and Ashe with the same E is ridiculous. He has no magic resist, so he should take a huge amount of damage from me. I'm going to buy my level 2 boots, or my empowered boots, to also make myself a little bit stronger. We do still have our TP available, but preferably we just initiate on them in some way. So she should die instantly. This person's going to take a little bit to die, but I can continue hitting her a little bit. And then we should just do the Baron now, because we were able to kill someone. I just hit her with a bowling ball from really far away. I don't know how a car could ever kill someone from far away like that. I don't know. What? I have no car analogy for being able to kill someone with a bowling ball while driving, which is Lillia being the car. But nice. And now we get Baron, and the game is in a very good state. So we are at the point where we are very fast. We're a very powerful car, like Toyota Corolla is a pretty powerful beast of a car, I believe, because that's my car. And because we have that power now, then we're able to be fast all the time because we have more movement speed through it. I'm just waiting for my ultimate before I start grouping. If they do initiate on my team, I always have TP to join. Now that we have Rylai's as well, we are able to slow down the people that are trying to stay on top of us like a drag race, but we have, like, I don't know what a Rylai's would be. A smoke screen. Dude, that amount of damage that I just did to that guy was already kind of bonkers. If I get hit by an Astro, it's really bad.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, dude. He actually kills me that quickly? That's ridiculous. I can't believe that I can't even beat that guy, even though he has 0 magic resist. That's so dumb. I guess you need, like, to have... Oh my god, am I okay here? I don't have my, thingy stacked. This is fine, back away. Getting Gwen ultimate is huge. Nasus is also still split pushing. Nice, Samira killed everybody. Well, besides the Nasus, who's about to kill, like, everybody else, I guess. I'm just gonna run out this way, I guess. Yeah, that's not a good fight at all. The thing is that Nasus just doesn't die to anybody on our team. Like, the only way to kill him is being grouped as 5, I guess. That champion is just so freaking ridiculous. Also, Air Dragon reduces, or gives you slow resistance, so that Wither is not as strong as it should be. It could be even stronger than that, believe it or not. I could sell my Merc Treads, sell my stuff for Merc Treads, or go Swifty Boots, I guess. He seems pretty screwed. There's no way that I can do anything here, probably. I mean, there are 3 people down bot side, so I can maybe push out another wave. I just don't want to ever die, though. Because if I die, it's so bad. I'm worth 1k, I cannot ever die. Ah, I hit Mel. Interesting. I'm just gonna recall, try to get back. Let's just go Azania's, so then we can try to go for, like, a big ulti play and not immediately die to the Nasus, who's, like, unkillable at this point, feels like. Nice poke damage, that's good, because we don't even have our teammate with us, but Mel isn't even grouping with her team just yet. So we want to vroom off these minions here. Oh no. I think he's also going to be able to continue fighting and just kill my teammate before we even get there. You guys are all just dead before I even arrive. I already knew it was going to end up bad. But... Pantheon didn't realize Ambessa was dead. Okay, interesting. Pretty interesting. If they had any other top laner pick, we could totally win, but sadly, because we have to go against this Nasus, it feels really challenging right now. See how much he already slows me just with like one single hit? Just can barely even move. Wait, you really think that they're over here? I'm trying to keep my stacks going. Vroom, vroom. My ultimate is really how we win, I think. Really, no follow-up. Okay, guys. I mean, I feel like I was doing pretty damn good at getting a nice slow twice in a row onto them, but nobody wanted to initiate. Nasus was bot side, so it's a really good fight to take, but I didn't have my ultimate. I need to get my stacks going again. If I get hit by an Ashro, I instantly die, so I can't get hit by that ever. I guess I have my Zanyas, so I can go buy. More AP is good, so we can have more movement speed. My Q outer ring deals true damage. I didn't really mention that. We need to vroom vroom again. Zac support is split pushing. We just chuck bowling balls because if it lands on somebody, you never know. Like, we can maybe do something with it. They might be grouped now, and our Pantheon is not grouped because he's going top, even though, okay, he's not going top anymore. I still think that they might group up, though. Okay, one person's resetting. Pretty decent poke damage onto them. They're just trying to group to clear out vision, but that's difficult for me to do anything about. I want to ulti so bad there. That could have been so crazy for us, but nobody was going to follow me up again, I feel, so I'm just not going to, I guess. My burn damage is bonkers. Getting my stacks going. Dude, thank God this Ashe, like, never uses arrow for some reason. It's a pretty hefty chunk we just got. We should... I think Ashe honestly based. I really think she did. So we could have maybe just started Baron and just attempted something, but... Because the best way to start off a fight would be bowling ball E on, like, a couple targets that are important and then, like, doing stuff after. I keep on landing it on Ashe, which is still really good, but I still don't know if we can, like, follow it up if I do use my ultimate. I also can't get stacks very easily either. I just got Gwen ultimate. Okay. No, it didn't hit the Nasus. Bummer. That's okay still. I still slept the Ashe. Killed his die. I can still continue going for them too. I have my Rylai's on this Mel now, so she's very slow. She'll be able to follow it up. Even if she uses her ultimate, it won't kill me, and then we get everybody. Vroom, vroom. We got the vroom going. And then, just because of that, plus landing so many E's onto the Ashe, that just, like, really ruined the game for them. So that should be GG, I believe. We just need one wave. I also can base and TP back, because I do have it available, but I also have Zanyas, so I could try to bait Gwen into trying to kill me, and then, like, if she doesn't kill me, or, like, she commits hard, I'm sure my teammates can kill her, because she's not going to 1v5 us, right? Nice. So, yeah. That's how you play Lillia with Car Metaphors. Hopefully it was pretty educational in that sense. And yeah. My flash was bad at the end, but it didn't matter because the enemy team was so distracted by me being the backline that the Mel and the Ashe could not really do much. So yeah, thanks for watching again. If you enjoyed it, drop a like on the video for my attempt at talking like that. Pantheon does not deserve an honor because he was annoying, especially for like how he thought that the game should be played, but he's just not aware of his surroundings. And yeah. Damage dealt should be pretty ridiculous. Lillia is bonkers mid and late game. So, see you guys later. Thanks for watching again. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye. Hey, everybody. Wow, really? He's going to be able to run away. That's crazy. There's nothing that we can do. My damage is not... I don't know if that hit him or not. Probably didn't because my air didn't proc, did it? No, Aerie did proc twice. Just kidding, that did hit him. It just wasn't enough. Anyways, welcome, guys. We are playing Hwei. That was the comment. It also told me to go very educational Hwei, so that's what we're going to be trying to do. Yo, Cho'Gath, run away, bro. Okay. Before we go into the educational part of the Hwei, which I will attempt to be doing, because they told me to be very educational about it, last game, the Darius, that Lee Sin, I actually recognized his name, I thought. I looked up his account, and I did recognize him. In 2021, that guy was 1.1k LP. I don't know why he's playing now, but, like, his previous seasons don't really show that much. Anyways, I'm going to go over not really what Hwei does, but I'm going to tell you guys, like, one of the easiest ways to ever improve at League of Legends, just overall, which is every single champion has their own set of things that you need to be playing around. And in mage versus mage matchups, in almost every single case, you need to firstly think about, does my champion have things that go past minion waves or not? That's like the biggest thing. This Victor has a very difficult to land, or I mean dodge, ability, because his ability is able to go through minions. I have one that does it as well, but it's very... What the hell? Anyways, what I was trying to say is that every single champion has their own set of, like, things that they normally want to play around. Victor pokes you with E on repeat over and over again. During the extreme early game, he can also try to step up and land Q on you, which is a very effective ability. But, for the most part, his whole entire thing is trying to land his E on you over and over again until you get low enough that he's able to, like, step up with his other abilities and finish you off. That's his whole entire thing. My champion pushes with QE over and over again, and I might be able to, like, EE to bring people into the minions or something to cause them to explode like that. But otherwise, my main damage source, if I want to poke people, is QQ. Because QQ actually does decent damage, unlike QE, which people aren't going to stand inside of. And you want to be playing around those things all the time. Zoe's kind of good at, like, everything, but she doesn't have an ability that goes through the minion wave. And as you can see, whenever I use my abilities, he steps up very aggressively because I don't have anything available. Of course, then he might, like, step up too hard and, like, I can, like, punish him like how I just did there. But if you can just, like, get used to always thinking about the game in that sense, then you can start, like, looking at patterns of what can they do to me and what can I do to them. Like, right there, I just dodged his ability because I knew he would try to stop me, and then I can start shoving in. I use my WE, which gives me mana. That's what you do inside a laning phase, like, all the time. And we have, like, a bit of a mana advantage. And he's stepping far away because his E is the main damage source, and he wants the minions and stuff, so he's running out of mana, and now we're in a really good position. So I know that even though I'm low, there's really no way for me to ever die to this guy, so we don't need to be scared of him because his champion really is not that effective at finishing people off when they are this low of an HP, because his champion just doesn't really have that style of kit, unlike somebody like Zoe, who could just burn her summoners to proc her abilities. Nice, I did hit him pretty hard there, but that won't kill him, but at least he's a little bit chunked. So I'm just going to take a base here, we'll just be able to go back. What I pay attention to is the enemy's main cooldown, which is his E, right? So every single time he uses E, if he steps up towards me, I will try to be aggressive back if I have my abilities up. Every single time that he doesn't use E and steps up towards me, you might see my character slightly sidestep, because even though Victor E is basically undodgeable ability, I will still attempt to try to sidestep it, because in the off chance that I can, I'm in a good spot. Like right there, I knew he would use it, but I'm not able to do anything. But you see how after he used E, I'm not afraid. I step up and I play aggressive because I know that now he used his one damage source that really is the biggest threat. Now, for Hwei combos, you want to do EE into like other abilities, because realistically, landing Hwei's abilities is quite challenging, because it either has to go past a minion wave with QQ, because it doesn't go through minions, or your QE is so slow that people will not step inside of it, so you can EE them inside of it. Really, EE is just the best possible ability for your character. I mean, the other ones are just kind of not good at all. But, being able to do, like, EE into Q, EE into R, all those types of things is just really, really, really good. So, nice kill onto that guy. I use my fear there because if there is a teammate that can CC, I should use CC myself, because what is good about EE is making it so you can't miss, but it doesn't CC as long. The whole entire point of it is to set up your other abilities over and over again. In this case, I'm running out of mana compared to him. He used his E, so I feel pretty safe here. So we can, like, step up aggressively against him again, and I can do, like, look for a hit. I didn't even know if that was going to hit, so that's why I didn't use anything afterwards. And now, he's low enough that we know that we can kill him with our ultimate. Because, I mean, when people are about lower than half HP, this is normally a combo area. So, the best way to combo is, once again, using EE, because it drags them into a position to normally hit them with your other stuff. So if I do, like, EE ult and land it, it's good. But if I miss, then we just back away, right? I try something. If it fails, you don't even panic, because, I mean, it's chilled. You just wait for the next opportunity. It was my fault that I made a mistake there. I'll just go for a random hit, because that might be able to kill him, because QW is the lightning bolt, which deals bonus damage if they're low, but only if they're isolated or crowd controlled. So that's what I was attempting to do there, which was unsuccessful. He'll just die. So we'll get blue buff from that. Thank you very much. She flashed over the wall. We played very patient with my Q, because as we're running to a fight, you also need to think about, like, put yourself into the shoes of the opponent. Vi. She was at our blue buff. She does not have ultimate. How can she leave this fight without walking into me when she has no R? What can she do? Think about it. And if I use my QW to try to secure her earlier, could I have killed her? Probably not, right? It's, like, not really that feasible. If that hit him, he would have died, so he definitely just burned his flash. I'm going to get it by the turret, but that's okay because... Oh, nice. And Hwei managed to get the kill, even though he traded kills. The Vi might be level 6, so we have to be super careful, even though I'm still, like, shoving out, because there's a chance she just presses R on me. But these are the types of things that, like, can make you so good at League of Legends if you just think about these things in this type of way. What can the enemy do with their abilities to escape me collapsing on them in that sense? What can they possibly do? And then, like, why do Hwei's... Like, you can even, like, start thinking of it, like, even more broad to, like, improve just your overall game sense of, like, why do Hwei's use EE into Q combo or QW? Well, it's just because that's just the best way to harass people on my champion, because there really is no other way to poke people without normally setting them up, because they outrange you or whatever it might be, and there's no other way to do it. Also, wow, this guy really has his item already. So, as you can see, this guy's hitting me from, like, a mile away, right? And that's because he just has, like, better range of me. I'm trying to hit him over and over again, but it's not really working. If we use Q... or EW, which is the snare, when you use it inside of a wall, it does make it so they don't see it. So I'm trying to, like, see if maybe I just get a stray hit or something. He's going to use his ability, which we know, but once again, it's like an undodgeable ability, and if we ever get chunked like this, what is the best case, right? What do we want to do? Do we want to fight this guy when we're low HP and he isn't? Probably not. So, I'm going to burn every single cooldown to just base. And then what he should be doing, by the way, if you ever want to improve, like, why... I don't know, why am I able to normally, like, win when I'm playing a mage character, which is something I'm good at, rather than, like, a troll pick that people tell me to normally play? What do I, like, have to look at to know that this person made a mistake? If I'm low HP, and he's poking me, he can't just poke me indefinitely. If he wanted to kill me, he eventually needs to step up and harass me to the point that I can't shove, which is something that he's not making a good play on so far. I would say that if this person was a challenger, Victor, this guy was really good. This guy's like, I think, Diamond 2 or something. So if this guy was like challenger, he probably would be playing way more aggressive when I get low. So we just land full combo here. He just immediately dies. The reason why we were able to land it is because we did the most basic combo, as I've mentioned, which is EE into R, because it drags them into one area, makes it very easy for me to land something like that. So we just snared her through the wall gimmick that I told you about earlier. If we throw it inside of a wall, it does not show to them. They might see the projectile go, but they do not see the projectile when it's like inside of the wall, where normally you would be able to see it. So that's like another thing that I'm trying to utilize. This guy TP's back mid lane. If I put this down right inside the middle of it though, that's going to hit him, which slows him down, which is just a bit annoying for him. We are quite chunked though, and we probably should base. I could have maybe based earlier, so this could be a mistake. So we still have to think about it as like, what will this guy want to do if I'm chunked and he knows that I'm like almost dead? Of course he wants to kill me, right? But will he? Will he step up aggressively to try to kill me? No, he won't. I missed the cannon because I felt pressured by his E, so I tried to sidestep it because I know he's going to continue throwing it at me. But my plan of, like, I know that I can maybe die to this guy because I'm too chunked and I gotta get out of here, still is fine. And then every single champion has their own things. If I was to play Orianna against Victor, he might outrange me, but if I can put my ball near him and keep it near him, I might be able to get off my own good trades eventually, and then it's easier to normally Orianna ultimate to do a combo than it is for Victor to do a combo. So even though you might get poked down faster, we will still try to go towards the goal of keeping our ball near him. If we're playing Syndra, at this point you normally have 2 charges of your Q. The way that I would play versus Victor would be put Q on the ground, probably try to hit the minion wave, and then try to utilize my stun. And if I stun him, then I press Q again, and we hit him. So every single champion has their own like play style, and you just have to kind of play around it. Now Victor's starting to get evolves of his Q, which changes the playstyle again, because when he gets his Q evolved, that means that he gets movement speed every single time he presses his ability. So now... this is also like a weird fight for me to join. Nah, but he's fine though. There's literally no way. The thing is that Victor should never pop ultimate there, because there's no way for the enemy team to... Victor ultimate is a slow ability, and it can never catch people. I tried to land my EE onto him to drag him into my QW, because the best wave clear ability I have is only QE. That's the only one I have available, but it missed, and that's because his Q evolve gives him movement speed, and he used it on a minion, and that, like, ruined my play. So, like, right here, he didn't have his Q going, so I finally got to hit him with something as I'm shoving out. And why am I stepping up aggressively towards him with my E? Because my E has a pretty short range. If you look at this, it's not that long. It's because... I also missed blue buff. We just saw him push out the wave with his main damage source ability, which is his E right now. So every single time we see him use his ability, I have like 6 seconds where I know that I can probably do something about it. And we just have to do that for the entire game. The next step, of course, is like taking your advantage and turning it into other stuff. I mean, you want to join as many fights as possible if you can. Sometimes you might be able to like shove in mid lane and then try to go for roam sometimes, so you should be looking at like side lanes pretty regularly. especially if you want to get into a habit of like looking at side lanes, something that I don't do as much anymore because I feel like I'm just out of practice of it, but I should be doing it more often. The best way to do it is every single time you use your abilities or know that like nothing is going to happen mid lane. So like we shove in, as you can see I'm backing away, you just look everywhere because nothing's happening. So this would be the timing for it. Every single time you use cooldowns mid lane, and then you know that the enemy team is like not going to fight you, you look elsewhere. I click mid lane to rotate back mid lane. I use my ability because I need to go. I start looking elsewhere again, over and over again. What's going on? This guy's full HP. We look at HP values. We look at how many items they have. Over and over again. We see Sona's back bot side. We see that this guy is missing. I don't know where he is. I'm going to grab this rose, but as my character is automatically going to that rose, I'm going to start looking elsewhere. I'm pathing, but at the same time, I'm still looking elsewhere because there's nothing going on with my character. So I just have free time to maybe do something else. Now, there was too many people bot side because Viego's not there, right? And they have their jungler, so I'm not going to go down there because I know it's a numbers disadvantage fight. But now we see them all rotating mid lane, so we know that we might get engaged on. So I'm going to back away as soon as we take this because they're all rotating to try to stop the Rift Herald. But what if I just immediately rotate top lane where my teammate is low? If my teammate is low and Aatrox sees that he's low, what would you do if you were Aatrox? Do you want to kill my teammate? Probably, right? So we will just help out our teammate by going for him because put yourself in Aatrox's shoes. My teammate had no feast, which maybe means that he recently used it in front of Aatrox's face, which normally means that the enemy team can know that he doesn't have ultimate, or in this case, specifically the Aatrox knows that. And then I'm just trying to defend the turret here. And if he knows that he's winning, a lot of people will take the bait of your teammate, like, trying to get caught and stuff. So I'm just going to fear this person. If it misses, I put down the slow field because I don't honestly deal that much damage without my ultimate. But my slow field for my teammate with QE does give my teammate kind of a crowd control because he does consistent damage. He's a Viego. His champion is a consistent damage source, right? So I'm even like thinking about what ability I want to use. I mean, there's only so many things to use with Hwei. Either Q is main damage. QQ is the big damage, really. QW is big damage if they're low, but if they're full HP, it's useless. And then QE is a slow AoE. So it's more effective to probably use the slow AoE than anything else, because the big damage of QQ is okay. But I'd rather make it so my teammate can deal more, especially because I can't chain combo it. And Hwei is about landing multiple procs of abilities, not just one, because your passive does deal a pretty bonkers amount of damage. It adds 30% AP ratio on top of stuff. Your AP ratio on your QQ is only 70%. That's not that good. But if you combine like 60% and 70%, and then that procs your passive, which adds another 30, all those things combined is how Hwei functions. So I know that we're a chain champion, and because I only have one ability up, that's what I want to be doing. He might walk over here, I guess. I could TP top lane. Could. But I'm also on vision right now, so they would see me. I'm going to start TPing now because Vidas went in. You saw her use her Q. I'm looking like my team's just going to win outright, but, I mean, I figured that they wouldn't grief as hard as they did. But we can maybe just go for... Oh. We can still maybe just go for a flank situation here, right? QW hits Smolder because he's chunked, which kills him. I hit that guy with QW as well, so they're both super chunked now, and then they all die. So we went for a big flank play to try to make that happen, because I know that if I go behind them, my champion, when we start getting CDR and levels in our abilities, starts becoming a real menace of just... You get barraged with a bunch of abilities that you can't dodge. Either you're going to take damage or crowd control. I like using QW whenever people are underneath turret because it's a massive zoning tool. So if there's your teammates on one side, I'm on the other, and then I zone them, and if they step on it, they get snared. It really just ruins their day, rather than using E in that sense, because out of laning phase, EE is okay if, like, a group play happens, or if you want to try to all-in somebody. Otherwise, I think that, the use of the other one is just way too good. EW is ridiculous. EW also is pretty damn good if, like, Aatrox jumps on me, and I think that I messed up, and I need to escape. This is just to zone him from the minions, so I just prevented him to get some of those minions there. Vi is topside. I might be screwed. Never mind. I'm completely fine. That was weird that for some reason she decided to even come up here in the first place, in my opinion. Which means that she still might be around. Your QW, or I mean EW, does give vision, so if I use it like that, I can try to scout the area. If I do get ganked, I could try to use my flash to try to outplay, even though it would be a little bit challenging. If I do get ganked, I'm going to try using WW to shield myself. I already know that in advance, because shielding, if I'm getting dove, is the most effective thing to try to keep myself alive when people are trying to dive you, because turret is the most important thing. We can try to get vision here, and if we see that he's not really pressuring... Even if she ultis me here, it's fine, because the Aatrox didn't follow up. We're paying attention to Aatrox's movements, and we know where he was. They might still try to dive me. I put a ward down behind me. Used my WE to get back some mana, because this ward technically shows that I'm somewhat safe. And now they're TPing bot side, so I'm... there's only one other person in the game besides Victor who's dead that has TP, which is Aatrox, so that immediately means he's not up here. I can't rotate bot side fast enough, so I'm just going to start shoving in. The enemy team is probably going to FF pretty soon, because the game state is just completely doomed already. The Victor, sadly, honestly didn't play bad. I do think that Victor does scale pretty well, and I mean, so does Sona plus their teammate, and look at his KDA, 3-4 or whatever. But because his teammates are losing too hard, they most likely can never come back from this. We're just going to take this turret to get more money for myself, because these turrets are worth so much gold. We're just looking at the death timers, because we want to make sure that when they do respawn, I'm not going to get caught out, which we definitely won't. If you really want to, you can even try to just do camps, because being able to deny the enemy jungler... Camps give you gold, but in my opinion, the bigger thing is that now Vi doesn't get gold. It's a double whammy type thing. So now when Vi goes here, she gets nothing from that. Now, the reason why I'm not going to try to all-in her or anything is because she does have Merc Treads, which does give a little bit of tankiness, and normally that tiny bit of tankiness is just going to be a bit too much for you to be able to ever kill 100-0, unless you have, like, a pretty substantial lead onto people, because I would say you normally need quite a bit of Magic Pen to one-shot the tankier characters. So I'd rather just base like how I did. Also, Vi is kind of just, like, probably not caring about trying, because she's already 0-6, so as you can see, she's just dying topside, but I'm going to rotate anyways, just to make sure that Cho'Gath 100% secures that. Somebody might rotate topside to try to get my Cho'Gath, so I'm just going to put my EW there to see if I could, like, find somebody. My ward inside that brush also helps him, so he can see that he isn't being collapsed on, or if he is. Ooh, nice juke, bro. I'm gonna use my slowing field. My ultimate lands too, so he'll just die. I mean, we do have Air Dragon Soul because my jungler's already popping off. I'm using AoE here. Whenever I land my EE on multiple targets, I feel like QE, even though it's not like the biggest damage source, the slowing field is just really effective, so... I'm just going to shield myself from some of the damage that I take, and then we'll just be able to finish the game, so it's just over. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the, hopefully, very educational Hwei game. I feel like there's so many videos out there that are mainly about, like, what combos you should be doing, but also, it's the best way to improve at League of Legends is knowing the why. And, like, also understanding of, like, once you understand why Hwei is played a certain way, and why you use certain combos, you can use that to play other champions and think about, alright, so when I play Zoe, how do I want to play that? Or when I play Victor, how do I want to play that type deal? And you cannot just, like, you don't just automatically be like, all right, EE into R is a combo that I should do. Just like, all right, it works because you're making them get stuck for the ultimate to land. So that means that with Syndra, the reason why people do Q onto wave and then wait around is because you want to do stun into Q, because otherwise your Q can't land, because normally Syndra Q from far away just takes too long, but your stun kind of goes far, so then you can, like, chain it. And then you can, like, use that knowledge elsewhere and improve even further. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. That was me trying to be extremely educational in a different way of not just, like, explaining the champions kit. So peace out, have a great day, see you guys later, bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the next game. We are playing some Darius top lane. They asked for full crit Darius. We have Conquer, and we have a pretty unique rune page because I think people normally don't take magical footwear, and I also have approach velocity, which gives me movement speed when people are impaired, and that's because Darius normally goes pretty good movement speed items, but if I'm going to be going full crit, I'm not going to get that luxury of being able to not get kited by a ridiculous amount of people. So the idea is I'm trying to make up for it, so then I'm not just going to instantly going to be, like, in a bad spot this game. So we'll see what we can do. I proc my Conquer, I have the bleed going. I don't know if that was actually worth it or not, but I hope it was. Pop my one potion. How Darius works and why crit Darius is kind of goofy. It's difficult to play because, unfortunately, you do have the unfortunate part of just... Also, can I just reset here? Because the wave crashes. I don't get that good of a purchase, but at least the wave is going to bounce, right? Oh god, is he going to stop me? Okay, he's not. We'll just buy this. Anyways, what I was going to say is that how Darius works is that you kind of play off of your bleed stacks. You stack bleed through auto attacks and your Q blade part, because your blade has two parts to it. The outer edge is the blade, and the inner edge is like a wooden stick that doesn't apply the bleed. When you stack it, it stacks up to 5 times, causing more bleed damage, but when you get to 5 stacks, your AD increases. And it's not a bad increase at all. In fact, it's ridiculous how much bleed stacks you get. I mean, how much AD you get from it. So I think the goal for now is just try to, like... Oh, you're just dead. You can't run away from me. Darius has crazy OP all-in because of that, and that's why people take Ghost top lane, because if you're able to run people down when you get your 5-stack bleed, you're broken as heck. Conquer, easy to stack for Darius, your melee pick. Your passive, right now, gives me 45 AD. That's a lot. I'm level 4, and it gives me 45? Like, how much does a BF sword even give you anymore? It gives me more than a BF sword worth of AD. That's a huge amount of stats, right? So not only are they bleeding to death, but also they're going to be like... You have so much AD, and of course your bleed is based off of your AD, so that's ridiculous. Your W is a slow. I don't think I'm going to be able to get on top of them. In an auto attack modifier means that it can also crit. So, yeah, my W, which does 140%, but eventually 160 as the game continues, can crit. So that means that if I build Infinity Edge and already crit with auto attacks, then I now press my W ability, I'm gonna hit really, really, really hard. That being said, of course, I'm gonna be squishy as heck and die very fast, so that's why I need movement speed. So, if you don't know, of course, crit gives you 25% each item, meaning you don't need 5 crit items to get to 100% crit chance. So, what I'm going to be doing is going for Youmuu's first, because Youmuu's will give me movement speed. So Yomu's into full crit will allow me to get an item that gives me movement speed, gives me lethality, so it'll still hit really hard, and I can still activate it if I need a gap close, because normally Darius goes things like Dead Man's Plate for movement speed, but I can't do that because the person wants me to go crit. So that is the idea that I have to make up for the lack of movement speed with my champion, so I don't get kited that hard, hopefully. Could be wrong, though. We will see what happens. Your W resets whenever you kill something with it. Half of it, it gives you back all of the mana, but also resets half of the cooldown, so it's very spammable. And you should be using it almost every single time, because, I mean, you normally start off with Doran's Blade, and obviously Doran's Blade means you have 3% lifesteal, so you're going to heal up a little bit every single time you do it, which is very nice. My ultimate is a true damage ultimate. There's another way to get 5-stack bleed onto people, and that's if your ultimate kills someone. You can kill them with 1 stack, because your ultimate increases the amount of damage that they take per stack of ultimate. So if you walk up inside of a team fight during late game and they were low, and you just press R on them, you could fully stack it immediately, which is very beneficial. Also, because when you're fully stacked, your bleed will fully stack on everybody else that you hit. So then 1 auto attack will not do 1 bleed stack, but it will do all 5 immediately. So that is the goal. I have the wave here. Hopefully it will bounce back. I mean, it would be cool if I was able to maybe even, like, catch this guy eventually. I mean, Yorick doesn't stop pushing, right? Oh, I messed up my W. That sucks. My E is Apprehend, and another good thing about Darius, about this type of build path, which is pretty fun, is your E gives you Armor Pen. And it gives you up to 40% Armor Pen. Your W can be used, and then you press Q and it, like, animation cancels, so that's what I just did there. I'm not very good at Darius, I'm pretty trash at him, but I do know that when people, like, try to fight me, that's what they do whenever I have played against Darius. Damn, I'm just dead. I can't move. As soon as you get stuck, it's just over. That's just how it works. My champion is just so trash into getting kited on. And I can't buy boots early on because I have magical footwear. But it's my fault for getting caught out the way that I did. As soon as I get walled, I'm just screwed. I can't get out. Maybe if I was able to get off my ultimate, I would have not killed him because I know that my ultimate does not deal that much early on. Your ultimate true damage at max does 333. But, of course, the bigger damage from it is going to be from if you're able to successfully get them when you have your 5-stack bleed, because that it goes up as the game continues. At level 18, it gives me 230 AD. So that's, like, insane, of course. 230 AD, like, what? I can't even get this guy. Very tragic for me, but that's just the name of the game for the early game. Oh, I thought that was a minion, not a ghoul. Probably can't kill this guy. Oh my god, why did the minion start hitting him there? That was weird. No ghost means probably no kills onto this Yorick ever again, because being able to get him seems pretty hard right now. Oh my goodness, dude. I'm really gonna get camped too? Against a Yorick? Of all things? Interesting. Well, it will shove back towards me no matter what. The thing is, Yorick can't stop pushing. As soon as he spawns his maiden, it will always push towards us, thankfully. But yeah, we get 25 armor pen from 1 point. Okay, 2 points, sorry. And then it goes up to 40% as the game continues. As we get more levels into it and stuff. Yorick just tries to kill you with his ghouls. He just continuously presses E on you. That's how his champion works. He overcommitted, and I got my 5-stack bleed onto him, so because I did that, I just completely made him explode, because that's how Darius works. If you get your bleed going, you're gonna die, probably, unless you're, like, really, really tanky, and he wasn't. He also TP'd back, so thankfully I could even, like, get some pretty good damage onto this turret, which is sick. I think that should be enough to be able to secure that other one, so I can base, buy my Yomus. Not only can we buy Yomus, but we maybe can even buy another boot with it, and I think I want to just go more movement speed, maybe. So I'm just going to go that. I'm going to build a longsword. I do want to go Infinity Edge first, just because it'd be goofy, but I can't afford any item with it, and I kind of want to just be stronger immediately, so that's why I'm not going to be doing that. Oh, that was so close to being good for him. Oh, he has flash. Nice try, though. So yeah, we're quick. So now I can pop my Yumus to try to catch this guy. The goal is him stepping up. I don't get it by his E, and I Yomus towards him when he goes for a minion that wasn't those. I want to be very patient and only go for one that feels like it could, like, generate maybe a flash. Like, it will make him use it. Damn, this wave is going to start slow pushing towards him. That's not good. Oh, that is so frustrating, bro. Like, my god, my ultimate just came back up. All I needed was 1 Q. I healed for like 1 billion, and of course I would just be able to outplay and kill Lee Sin. That's so frustrating. So I guess top turret's completely gone, huh? I think that they can take the full thing on 1 push. Interesting. Well, what a bummer. I guess I'll just go Collector, because we won't be able to afford our item otherwise. Sad for us. Bot lane's also losing, so the game becomes even more difficult because of that. First turret on the Yoriku is basically constantly getting himself in a situation that almost gets him killed, but his Lee Sin just bails him out every time. Sad day. Yeah, we're very squishy too, so unfortunately, as we build more crit items, I don't think we're going to get that much stronger in the sense of being able to counter that. Although, I could go Shield Bow. Could go Shield Bow. I am a melee character, so Shield Bow gives you a bigger shield depending on if you're melee or ranged. That could be pretty nice. York's going to come back pretty strong. So... Lee Sin's bot side. He does have a full item because of the help that he got. I don't even know if I can beat this guy in a 1v1 very easily. Huh, what an interesting interaction. Oh, okay. Oh, I did not land it, so I guess I'll just run. If I land the ability, maybe I can get him, but because I missed, then there's probably no opportunity. I'm tired of your stuff, so I'm just going to kill you because it's getting pretty annoying at how many times this Lee Sin is ganking me. My team is still kind of losing. So... whenever I finish my shield bow, we should be good to go. I think Lee Sin might try to come topside. We'll see. I probably won't be able to outplay it if he does, because I don't believe I'm powerful enough to win. That guy's not trying to freeze that, is he? That doesn't make any sense if he does. So shield bow builds out of this. It's gonna be a little bit messed up because I have one extra pickaxe. I don't think it matters too much though. Cool. They still have pretty annoying kiting champions, which is gonna not be fun for me. Is he gonna just step up towards me? Dude, he also has Swifty Boots. I wish I had the empowered version. Jeez, dude, that Lee Sin was trying to click R on me that entire time, because if he Rs me, he can Q and kill me instantly. Like, my god. That guy is going to not die to my bleed. No, he does, thankfully, just barely. So I continue to get camped because I legitimately am 1v5 at this point. We have no strong members of the team. Everybody's losing. At least bot lane's not losing too hard, so our top turret is gone again. The next one, because I can't do anything about it since I'm dead. Alright. Not much I can do. At least Yorick doesn't get it, honestly, so that doesn't affect my lane too much. At least the gold goes on to Lee Sin of all people. I think Lee Sin might be trying to do that Rift Herald, so I honestly want to rotate over there and try to stop him. Oh, she still has flash. That's interesting. I got her. Massive amount of gold for myself. So freaking worth it. I will take it, dude. Any kill that I can get because my teammates are losing for a shutdown is always worth. Gladly take that. Thank you. The next item is still just something that will be crit oriented, but I wouldn't normally crit an AD, and there's not that many of those types of items, really. I guess I could just go Collector and then Infinity Edge, I suppose. Could be decent. The game state is still in a pretty terrible spot, though, because we don't really have a way to, like, ever kill this Lee Sin unless I fight with probably my team. Actually, I might be able to kill Lee Sin on my own, but he's never alone. I mean, he's the jungler, so he's just making plays with his team. Sorry, bro. Even though I didn't even play that correctly, it doesn't even matter because I just have shield bow, so... I'm too strong. I don't want to go in because I feel like Lee Sin just kicked Qs into me dying, so I'm not even going to bother trying to assist with the dragon right now. Maybe I can try to do it a little bit later. My ultimate isn't too important to kill people, I guess. So, like, if I do get into a duel with Lee Sin, if I can get my 5-stack bleed up with shield bow up, I maybe can still deal pretty good damage to him. But killing this Yorick, though... It's just annoying how many minions he has. Ah, cool. So you can just actually just play around it? Interesting. Wow. What is Yorick ghoul damage? I'm about to solo die to his maiden? My shield bow's back up. I don't know if he realizes that. Oh. Does it matter? Okay. Well, that's the person that we might lose to, sadly. At least I got his flash, even though I might die to Lee Sin here. I don't think I can outplay him, really. I hope I don't. I do have lifesteal. I built lifesteal in my runes because I thought it would be so funny if I get high amounts of AD and I can actually, like, sustain myself through auto attacks. Because that just sounds really dumb. I'm walking over here because if Lee Sin commits a bunch of resources trying to kill my teammates, maybe I can help him afterwards. Help my team. No, I cannot. It's not possible. Of course. So he's going to be able to escape because the teammate got caught. Alright, well. Holy crap, dude. What a game. Sure. If you come near me, and I have my crit up, and I have my stacks up, you will die. We get 155 AD right now. 155. Like a huge amount. And we have even more crit to deal with now, too. Cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to Infinity Edge this game, but I hope I can. Because it would be pretty cool to see how much damage I can truly deal with this build. Lee Sin might face check. I don't know. Dude, Zyra should just be... Oh, she's not even gonna be here, just kidding. Because we see Lee Sin's top side, so there's no reason to help. I don't know why this, Okay, I get her ultimate and it's back away. I can't do more. It's not possible. My champion's not that type of champion to chase. Not yet, at least. MF dies to Emilio. Nice. Huh. Okay. Just kill his maiden. My E isn't up. They just use their Rift Herald so it can't even crash. Just play around not getting hit by RA Charm, really. It's the best thing. Oh. Got hit, bro. Just poke them with your characters for now. I got hit. That hurts. The only person that really matters is me right now. We actually did not just sit on our vision, like, keep it in a good spot for us to, like, not get caught. Oh my goodness. This Lee Sin is literally playing how he should, so we'll play to him. See you later, bro. That guy is so freaking good at Lee Sin. What the hell? I just got 1,000 gold from that. Thank you very much. I almost have my Infinity Edge. I don't have my shield bow, so I die very quickly here. Dang, dude, I was trying to get my 5 stack to see how much damage I can deal because I didn't get to do it there. Phew. Monsters heal you. Your Q blade heals you for percent missing, so the lower you are, the more you heal yourself. Alright, cool. I mean, I guess that kind of worked out for us, didn't it? I did lose my ghost, which is kind of a big deal. That was a hiccup. Wow, we almost have 400 AD. And then if we proc this, we get almost 200 on top of that. I mean, Darius gets more AD than any other melee champion in the game. The highest AD champion is Jhin. But Darius is the second highest, and it's kind of like, I think, not even close. Oh no. My team's gonna get caught before I can even, like, rotate to assist. And I think that also, they don't even want to, like, deal with me, so they're probably just gonna try to do Baron. But can I even help out with Baron? I feel like dueling 1v1 is like what I'm good at. I honestly, going to Baron is stupid. I probably should just let them get Baron and we just continue pushing. I don't even know if I can dive this Yorick. Well, it doesn't matter now. I just get it before they even arrive. I just have to run away because they might try to get me. I think I just want to buy my item for now. It's rewarded. Wow, I could like go behind this Darius, Draven and stuff, but I'm not going to just yet. 75% crit chance. Let's just build more crit so I have a better chance at getting it off. If we lose this game, I'm honestly okay with it. The biggest thing is I want to see how much damage my fully stacked bleed can crit for. That's my main thing that I want to see. Wow, you killed Ari, nice. I just crit for 1.1k without W. Dang it! I still didn't get to see how much damage it did. No! That was only 1.1k. I could deal so much more if I could press W, but my CD's too long. You're dead. Why did our teammate just base? Why did our teammate just base when Dragon's coming up? What the hell? Zyra, you start it. I'm just gonna see if York tries to come in. Because this is a really good spot to be in to try to get him, but it looks like he's not gonna rotate, so I'm just gonna start it now. Man, I mean, I saw 1.1k, which is cool and stuff, but I still want to see more. What on earth can I build now? I think Phantom Dancer just... I know that, like, this isn't going to be one-shot Darius, but I think that having more movement speed might be more beneficial than anything else, I guess. Otherwise, going for, like, Essence Reaver could have given me more AD, but I don't really care. I just want to be able to get on top of people. We're level 18. We have reached it. My W, 160% AD ratio. I get 230 AD. Lee Sin is going for me because he knows that he has to kill me to, like, make the game winnable again. Probably. Nice kill onto Ahri. I mean, I'm down to get caught, I guess, if I can deal some damage to that Lee Sin. He does have a Serpent's Fang for my shield bow, though. I'm scared. If they try to, like, one-shot me, I totally feel like it can happen. Our vision control really isn't that insane to know where people are at. Damn, I actually healed for a lot. I just killed his mate. Wait, my E didn't go off. What on earth? Man, please, who can I get my stacks off of? You guys are so scared. And understandably so, though. Ugh. That guy's so dead. Lee Sin might queue over this wall to try to take these wolves. No. Yorick might be able to kite me. I don't have my ghost. So stupid. You're dumb champion, bro. Whatever. Nah, I'll rotate to this. It's better this way. No. I'm not able to get my stacks, dude. It's just sad. I deal too much damage that I can't even kill people with just, like, my, thing, right? That's the problem. I actually deal too much. So I can't realistically get my stacks going because I kill them before I can even hit them enough. My ultimate does 550. I need to just, like, memorize that number because if anybody's ever around 550, I should just do it. Like, I should just press W on Milio and I guess just press my ultimate to try to stack it. Hopefully my teammates don't win, so we can, like, still have an opportunity to do another fight. I want to buy Bloodthirster so bad, too. Okay, looks like my teammates are 100% going to lose, but I don't want to lose the game, obviously, because that would be bad for me. We're not going to do it because I think it's going to be too difficult for now, so we're just going to wait. 575 is how much it does. You're just kind of bad. Oh my goodness, what are you saying, bro? That Lee Sin is freaking ridiculous. He's been popping off, dude. He's so good. What is this guy talking about? They're going to try to do Baron. don't know, I'm just dead maybe. Thank God I was able to dodge that. There's no way I can help you, brother. Thank you for the assistance. But, like, my damage until I get my stacks going is just never enough. I think I sell Phantom Dancer and honestly buy LDR. I think that having more armor pen might be more beneficial. I have 64% armor pen now. Holy shit, that's a lot. Because I'm not dealing much to Lee Sin because I just don't have enough pen. Of course. The one time I could finally get my ultimate off and kill someone, it doesn't happen. My God, bro. How frustrating. Oh, well. Because he flashed away. Dang, dude. They definitely get Elder here for sure. There's no way to contest it. What can I do? No. 5 mid. Alright, they just try to end immediately. They're not going to take any recalls or anything? We would have like about 700-ish AD. I don't know how easily I can kill Yorick because of his, Darius. That shield is pretty gigantic. I'm dead. Bye-bye. Damn, if that MF ultimate was better, probably could have gotten them. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. That was pretty entertaining. If I literally had, like, what felt like one more team member that was, like, remotely useful, we probably could have been able to showcase it a bit better. At least I got a 1.1 crit off. I imagine you crit for, like, 1.5k if you ever get the 5-stack off, but it's really difficult to do. So, sadly, unable to successfully win, but pretty funny type of build. So, thanks for watching again. See you guys later. Have a great day after we look at the damage dealt and stuff. Man, I wish that I got to see it, dude. I'm so sad that we couldn't see it. It's just too impossible to get the stacks going, man. It's just too impossible. Oh, well. That was a... I felt like I was a one-man army that game, if I'm being completely honest. Even MF, who has a good KDA's damage, was not good. So, anyways, see you guys later. Peace out, bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the next game. We are playing some Teemo. The comments said to play Teemo Shroom mid lane, but I got autofilled and Talon didn't want to swap me, so we're just gonna play Shroom Teemo top lane instead because sometimes that happens. We're playing versus a Yone. Teemo does have a blind, which is pretty good against, like, Yone and stuff, but I will say that the best way to normally play him isn't what I have. I have Dark Harvest for fun, because Dark Harvest is so goofy. So, like, if I had pressed the attack, I could already procced it there, and that's, like, pretty good damage. So just be aware that my laning phase might not be as strong as I normally would be if I went to, like, regular runes. But Shroom Teemo is just about not normally going Nashor's Tooth, making it so your Shrooms do a lot of damage. Your Shrooms don't really have that good of an AP ratio if you didn't know. It's only 55%, or 50. Okay, it's even less than that. But the good news is that you just build a bunch of burn stuff and, like, have base damages, and that, like, allows you to win. So versus this guy, we don't want him to ever get on top of us, really. That's, like, the biggest threat. And we don't want to get hit by his W shield, because his W shield is pretty good at keeping himself alive. I'm gonna Q for now for damage because your QCD is kind of short, so there's really no reason not to use it. Our W is a pretty ridiculous ability. Move quick just basically gives you free boots. He did land his ability on us, but it doesn't really matter because we're still in a really good position here. You can auto-attack people underneath turret pretty well as Teemo. Oh my goodness. The tick of the poison for my previous auto-attack was the reason why I got hit. When we stand still, we go stealth, and when we come out of stealth, it gives us movement speed. Even though he's hitting us a bunch here, the thing is that he is getting himself so low that if he decides to stick around, he'll probably have a chance of dying. Nah. I'm trying to get myself low at the same time, because I feel like he might... I guess I'm getting myself, like, very low, though. Doran Shield plus second win is kind of OP, huh? For, like, the amount of regen he's gonna get, so I guess I already ruined the laning phase. Bummer. Oh, well. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I moved my camera away from my character, so I intentionally got myself killed in a way, because I was gonna try to cheese the Yone, but instead... I made it so I stood still for her, so I made it even worse, sadly. Oh well. It's my fault for that death. Nidalee is popping the hell off, and if Nidalee plays aggressive like this, I always think that they're smurfing, because honestly, most players inside a Diamond would not play Nidalee very well unless normally they're better than the opposing elo. Like, kind of similar, like, this is kind of crazy to say, but if I'm like playing inside of like Grandmaster, Challenger, elo, and my jungler picks Nidalee, I do not trust them. I automatically think it's probably going to be a loss, unless they're, like, a pro and known for Nidalee, then they're going to be, like, a god at her. So you have to be so ridiculously better than everybody else in the lobby, so that's why I always think it's going to be a smurf. That's why Move Quick is OP, by the way. If you didn't realize how ridiculous that was, I was able to get so many auto attacks off because when you use your Move Quick ability, it increases your movement speed by double. We always use Q at the last second to get a little bit of bonus damage off. We max our E first to give ourselves more on-hit damage because that's what our ability does. If I get ganked by Nidalee, I could try to run away into the brush because your stealth mechanic works while moving inside of the brush, if you didn't know. I'm just going to auto-attack that guy once and just run away because his Q3 is really the most dangerous part of his kit. But if I walk into this brush... Oh, dang, I think he might have just seen that. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I took a big trade, but at least he's so low that maybe my Evelynn will gank him. I have to push quickly because he needs to get dove. Okay, my Ignite plus auto attacks were able to secure him just barely. Nidalee might still rotate up here. Yeah, I had a feeling that she would. We have to outplay with our Shroom somehow. If we want to try to kill her, it's the only way. I do have Blind here, which is pretty damn effective. She almost was able to keep herself alive, but not successful. Well played, everybody. Good fight. And now I'm really fed after all of that. For first item, if you want to win lane, you go Liandry's. If you want to stabilize lane and just farm, you go Malignance, because having lower Shroom CD is beneficial for wave clear, but Liandry's damage is way better. So that's the two ways of building him. Of course, we will build both of them eventually, because we do need both. But for first item, that's what I've felt is the way that you think about it. So if I'm losing lane hard, and I feel like I can't even ever beat him, a lot of times I will go for Malignance first. Now, another thing about Teemo is that your auto attacks, which apply magic damage to them, do not proc your Liandry's. Only Shrooms do, and your Q and stuff. Also, he has no ultimate, so if he was to turn around and try to fight me, I would probably completely crush him. I do not have mana. Wow, he's level 7? I'm really that underleveled? Ouch. Oh, you missed it. He's just screwed. He can't leave. I'm just gonna stealth myself here. He might try to leave with his ultimate, I guess, which would maybe be annoying, but... I was getting my stealth because, as you know, after you stealth, you get the increased movement speed, which I explained a little bit earlier. I probably can't help with this fight because, like, I'm just not a character to... Like, I'm 1 HP. I will just die. So I am going to just base here. If you haven't noticed, also my mana issues are pretty severe. So I'm just going to go for other stuff. Normally when you put your shrooms next to these walls and stuff, the minions don't walk towards them as much as they have in this game. Like, these minions love walking into my shrooms, it seems. I mean, if I get the minions, I guess it's pretty chill. And I don't. So all of the wave just gets ruined, and I miss a bunch of minions because of that. Cool. Really sick. Very exciting stuff for me. If we want to fight this guy, we just have to play around our shrooms. This guy has no ultimate. My Evelyn is here, so I was trying to step away to make it so he was easily catchable. He is probably going to walk into this next room as well if he ran away. So I put it in advance so he would walk into it. And we get him pretty good. Not bad. This shroom's so bad. I need to stop putting shrooms in that spot. Every single time I put it there, it dies. That's my fault. Ah, Evelyn wants to dive him again. This shroom will not get hit by the minions because the minions come in straight. We'll just ignite just in case he can escape. It's a very simple cheese strategy versus any bot laner or top laner. If you go between the lane, you can like prevent them from even getting back and surviving. In fact, if Evelyn comes back, she can probably do it again. But Yone ultimate might be back up. The reason why this has been so successful is because he used it previously. Also, as you can see, the big wave that crashed is gone, so I take it back. It probably is not possible. God damn it, the freaking shroom. But if I put the shroom, like, right here, this one won't get hit, so that's good. And we can go buy our item pretty soon. So we'll just base. Lion Respy is going to go crazy. We also have 10 stack, Oh, he's going to walk into that. That's going to hurt bad because we have the percent damage now. You can see how much damage it does eventually. I'll wait for him to have all the ticks go away. 125 damage just from one single shroom is pretty ridiculous. That's like a little bit less than half of my shroom damage in the first place. So really bonkers. Somebody's up here? Is it Malphite? I am worth a big shutdown, I guess, if they... Oh, no, it's not Malphite, so it'd be Nidalee? Nidalee doesn't kill very easily. I don't know how well they could actually duel me. She would have to land probably her ability, her spear, to be able to beat me. Whenever he tries to use his Q3 onto me, I just use my move quick into Q. Tried to go for another auto attack there, but failed it. Just trying to push this out. He does not have his Bork just yet. That's the important thing to look at. Because his Bork buy is going to be what's really strong for him. Also, I could put down Vision probably. Even putting a Shroom down right here is pretty nice, so if I do get ganked, they get slowed. He might die to the burn. Because the thing is that Teemo with Shroom does damage over time, my E does damage over time, my Landry's does damage over time. All those things combined, when you get chunked, you will just kind of die. That Shroom is seen. Hopefully the minions, dang, will step on it, but they didn't. Oh well. I don't have any Shrooms. He stepped on every single one. The only way this guy can kill me is if she lands Spear, probably. My blind does prevent her from also getting Cougar form damage on me, so. He steps on a Shroom. Doesn't really matter, though. I'm probably just going to base anyways because I am quite chunked and I don't really want to stick around. I can even go for, like, a pretty nice purchase for, like, Magic Pen and getting back in the lane a little bit faster as well. Maybe if Yone steps on this accidentally, the Shroom will kill some of these minions because once I have Liandry's, the damage from Liandry's will help out with killing some of them. So I got Cannon from that. He built Sweeper as well. But thankfully, once we have Ultimate Hunter, which is already good. We have Malignant soon, and then our Ultimate will be up much sooner. Because we want our Shrooms to be up, like, all the time. That's the whole entire point of Malignance. Honestly, if Malignance didn't give you Ultimate Haste, I don't think it would be that good of an item for Teemo, I believe. The whole entire point of it is just because of that. You lose move quick when taking champion damage, and I just stepped on 2 Nidalee traps, so that's why I'm not moving very fast right now. The game state is, like, so screwed for the enemy team right now. If they don't come back soon, I feel like the game's just going to be over. Mainly because my bot lane is also winning. Oh, wait. Evelyn's... Wow, look at Evelyn's CS. But, like, that's just because this Nidalee's kind of good. I want my Landry's procced on him, so that's why I'm playing so aggressive and not caring if he steps on... Or I step onto his stuff, I mean... Putting down some more Shrooms everywhere. I got another Dark Harvest stack too. Nidalee did get another kill. I mean, she can try to 1v9. They do have a Malphite, which is a super brain dead pick for, like, initiating. All he does is press R, so... Pretty good pick. Ooh, alright, I will clear this out, bro. I'm not gonna let you kill all my Shrooms like that ever again. Oh my goodness, dude. You might be screwed, bro. The amount of damage that you start dealing when you reach level 11 increases substantially because Teemo's AP ratio is bad, but the base damage of his Shroom is pretty decent. So... my damage went from 200 to 325 base. So it's going to hurt really bad again. And of course, like, Ignite is another damage over time effect, so I'm just, like, stacking so many damage over time effects that it's very difficult for them to play the game whatsoever. We can also do camps very quickly because our blind works double duration on camps, so it makes it so they can't even hit you. And then we're just going to base here because there's no reason to continue going. He still doesn't have his Bork. It's nuts. He has no ultimate. He recently used it. I'm just going to throw my Shroom down. I'm surprised that he keeps on trying to fight me. Nidalee's coming up, but there's a Shroom everywhere, bro. That being said, there's a Malphite there, and I would rather keep myself alive. If you ever want to try to cheese somebody, you can either stealth yourself or just put down Shroom inside the middle of the wave, because sometimes they'll walk into it because of minions. So I'm hoping that he tries to escort minions, because a lot of people feel safe. If you walk with minions, you won't walk into a Shroom. I'm pretty sure he would base, though, because, I mean... I could be stealthed, like, standing still, too. Dude, how do I not have a shutdown? I don't have a shutdown? Is it because Evelyn is like down like 70 farm? I should probably go Banshees next. It's kind of a boring item to go, but I mean, being able to stop that Malphite from ulting me is probably kind of important. Let's put down some shrooms. Waiting for the stealth mechanic to break out. Dang, I really stepped on a thing. So the only reason why Yone survived there is because Nidalee had a trap down, and when I stepped on it, Nidalee has Red Smite. Red Smite causes you to get slowed. And that little bit of slow made it so I couldn't get one more auto attack off. And I'm not going to flash for a 0-6 because he's not worth money. So that was really unlucky that I missed a kill just because of a single trap on the ground. When he comes back, I might throw a Shroom inside the middle of the wave because a lot of people don't realize how big the area is, so sometimes you can like catch people with it. Put down a Shroom on top of myself, so when he tries to initiate on me, he'll step on it, because a lot of people with like Q3 and stuff will do that every time. He just uses Sweeper, so it's wasted. I want to take this turret. I know that my teammates are like failing, but I don't really care. My auto attack, I believe, didn't go off, so my damage dealt was not that good there. My auto attack did go off there, which is huge. Needed one more hit, but unfortunately I didn't get it. He's almost dead. My vision control topside is ridiculous. Dang, my Shroom just died. It's sad. I'm probably not going to be able to get this turret. I think it's too challenging. By the time he gets back, with recalling, his home guards will allow him to probably stop me from taking this because he'll be too healthy. Okay, never mind. He's dead. The burn is too much. I want to kill him because I want to make sure that I get this turret because my teammates are losing so hard. I need the money. I desperately need the money because we have to carry this game somehow. I mean, it's not going to be too challenging. It's not going to be, like, impossible because I have other teammates that are also fed. I'm not going to say that I'm the only fed person. Like, clearly, my bot lane is doing wonderful. I said I was going to go Banshees. Honestly, I should probably do that first because I think it would just really upset Malphite and stuff. Damn, that sucks. I'm on the way. Blind beats Kog'Maw. See you later. Just put down Shrooms and make it so they can't walk in. I can also clear some of this stuff out. Being able to get this dragon is important since we want to prevent them from getting soul because they're already very close to getting soul. We might be able to do Otacon too, maybe. I might not have that many Shrooms to put down, but just a couple sometimes is enough because people get very desperate to stop you. Okay, we are not rotating to the Otacon, so I guess forget it. We can maybe try to start it together, but even then... Okay, I'm just gonna base over here. Should be fine. They might try to start it, huh? I just have to walk away. There's no way for me to do anything here. They are gonna start it, it looks like. Because Talon's not here either. I just got an assist topside. That's definitely gone. I might be able to catch them on rotation back mid lane. I think that they see me. I'm just going to leave. I don't know if they saw me or not, but I'm not going to find out, because if Malphite was there with them and I get ultied, I would die. Oh, she found somebody. Cool. I'll just do this in the meantime, I guess. I just want the blue buff. I don't really care about getting the gold from it, obviously. I mean, it's better for my jungler in the first place. Malphite just ultied me, but the thing is that I had my Banshee, so I just didn't die. And I get one shot by that guy because, I mean, Lillia is quite fed. I'm not even worth a shutdown, by the way. And the reason why I'm not worth a shutdown is because apparently we're still losing hard as a team. So at least Nidalee burned her flash when she killed me, and I mean, I have a lot of Dark Harvest stacks. My damage is good. I might just have to go Void Staff next. It might be more cost effective than anything else. Because I need to probably still be able to 1v1 Yone side lane, and he has Negatron Cloak, so my damage is going to go a lot lower because of that. I'm just glad that they're not that close to getting sold, because that would have been the worst case scenario, I think. Jhin went bot side, so I guess I'll just rotate mid and see if I can help out with this, just in case. They already died once. Yeah, Evelyn doesn't really deal damage to Kog'Maw. We can throw some shrooms down around the map, though. Because it looks like they always come mid lane, and sometimes these shrooms can be pretty effective at, like, stopping them. Hopefully Yone doesn't get a kill. That guy's completely worthless, so if he got a kill, that'd be bonkers. I can't really rotate into the Baron very successfully. If I have to walk over there, I might just die. I think I'd rather just try to take mid lane, if anything, since it's just too difficult to get over there. So that's good. I mean, we're level 16, so our shrooms can be tossed way further now. This guy is playing way too aggro, bro. Hopefully they initiate on my teammate and not me. I just charmed the Yone. My shroom just popped. I guess I just died because that one Nidalee Spear. Well played. She got me good. That one Nidalee Spear did crazy amounts of damage to me. Talon also is, like, killing himself going in. He literally did nothing. Well played. I think the game might be over. It's not defendable anymore, so I tried. My teammates kind of suck. Besides, I mean, my bot lane's doing good. It's just, I guess, truly is a jungle gap. The Nidalee is too good. Also, they have a really easy to play team comp, too. Hopefully they don't end here, but I don't know if there's even a way for them to clear out the wave. So GG. It can be frustrating to lose games like this, but the thing is that if you play as well as I do every single game and dominate your opponent, that's all you have to do as a takeaway, because you will win most games. Like, this is just a very unlucky game in terms of teammates. So if you're ever, like, wondering how you can, like, stay positive in games like this, you just have to think about, like, alright, I played really freaking well and I deserve to win. Sadly, I got handed, like, a terrible team, but in the future, it should be fine, I think. Because I just need to have a little bit more of teammates to play around. Clearing out waves is, like, impossible, sadly, but I could, like, try to throw a shroom down just to make it so it's, like, AoE, because a lot of people disrespect it. The Malphite does not... Dude, this is such a bad initiation. I don't know why he just did that. That was so stupid. Okay, that was really dumb by that guy, too. So as you can see, I can kind of like try to defend the base. That's just what I'm trying to do. Because as long as the base is defended, we're just chilling. I need my Void Staff badly so I can start dealing damage to them because they like built heavy magic resist on a lot of them, and I can't really do anything to them until I finish my Void. After Void Staff, I mean, we'll try to go like a Shadow Flame so we deal more, but I don't know if the game's going to last that long. Damn, she already stepped on a trap, too. If they all rotated bot immediately and killed me, they can end the game, but I don't know if they would rather do that than just reset. Okay, Talon was able to secure a kill on somebody. Well played, dude. I also have my Void Staff now. I'd rather buy than continue pushing, I think. If we're going to be able to win this game, it's going to be probably through, like, just them stepping into these shrooms or something. Because they will have to shove down mid eventually, and I'm just hoping that we can pick them. If Evelyn tries to kill that guy, he's going to die. Just shroom up and stall until inhibs respawn. Save all my shrooms for the next thing that they shove together as a team, which is going to be topside to try to triple inhib us, because if they triple inhib us, we just will have a hell of a time to do anything. So pushing out mid even sucks too. Oh, my shroom placement. I need to like have everything topside. I blinded the guy, so he just doesn't really deal that much. Wow, they really failed that fight really badly, huh? I didn't even lose my Banshees the entire time. Nobody hit me. This is good because we have free time to get more money from these supers. That's the best part about this. My Rakan did not follow me up. Tragic. If he did, we probably could have beaten her. Running back to base. Alright, bro. He does not see the opportunities that I see for a free kill, because all he has to do is just knock her up and we get 1,000 gold for ourselves, but he wanted to just walk to base. I hope that the enemy team doesn't just end the game off that, because, I mean, we'll lose Baron now, but whatever, I guess. My blind didn't go off fast enough for the Nidalee to be able to pounce on me and kill me. Sad. If Evelyn can steal this... Ooh, 9 HP. She didn't have a flash or ultimate, or... I mean, she does have ultimate, but she didn't have flash, so there's nothing that they could really do. Time to put down Shrooms, probably mid lane, because they'll probably just run down trying to finish the game. Putting Shrooms inside the middle of the base isn't that bad, because a lot of times they'll sweep on the way in, so if you can get down a couple Shrooms on the entrance, they'll sweep those, and then the rest of the base is like kind of open to not being swept, because they can only sweep so often. Wow, I just got a crazy Shroom hit. I just got another crazy Shroom hit, I believe. The Kog'Maw's still alive. Now he's not. Damn, my Shrooms kind of did crazy stuff there. This is like almost... It's feeling like a 1v5, even though like my team is not actually 1v5 because my bot lane is still performing quite well. My damage dealt this game is going to be crazy. Dragon's not up for 25. The Shroom should be able to get the rest of the minions. Get the blast cone so they can't go over the wall. It'd be cool if we can just secure this. I don't know if we can, though. One Shroom down. This is not that good of a fight for us. Because only killing Yone is worthless. The only people that we should be caring about is killing, like, the real targets. I blinded him so he doesn't deal any damage, bro. My teammate just ran away instead. My teammate ran away instead. Alright. Okay. We really did not commit onto the blinded guy. Okie dokie, that's very unfortunate. We probably could have killed him and I would have lived and not had to burn my flash because I wouldn't be that low. So just because we did not commit as a team there, then we all die. Sad. I just got blue buff. Not that it really matters too much, but that's kind of goofy. Oh, my shrooms expired because they only last so long, so we barely have any shrooms down. The game might be a little bit screwed here. If they can clear out the wave... The only thing that they should do is clear out the minion wave. If they clear out the minion wave, they're fine. Wow, that flash. Dark Harvest proc, give me. Wait, what? Shield bow? Oh, give me that Dark Harvest deck. Freaking shield bow. What a game, dude. What a freaking long game. Time to shroom up again, because if they run it down mid the same fashion again... That's good. They might walk into the stuff. They did walk into one shroom that was over here. I don't know if you guys saw that. I had one shroom in our base, and it did get stepped on, and it, I think, hit a couple of them. I saw it hit Malphite, but I don't know if it hit anybody else besides that. Everybody's starting to get to full build. But that's okay, because that's good for us, because we want the game to last long enough that our Evelyn can start becoming strong herself, even though she only has 122 farm, and I don't think she's ever going to be able to generate more gold than that, and I don't know if she can finish her next item. I hope she can, though. They have more Negatron Cloak stuff again. No, my shroom. I pretended to run away, but then I'm just going to go through here. If I sell my boots, I can buy another item. Putting our shrooms down pretty deep is normally pretty effective. Evelyn's trying to go topside. My shrooms are meant to delay them from saving their Yone. That's what the main goal is right now. Delay them from getting to Yone. Talon's still pushing. We should try to do the Baron if possible, because Talon's getting initiated on by the Malphite, so he has to run away. Ooh, this is an awkward fight for us. Thankfully, the Nidalee just missed. That freaking Kog'Maw is just so bonkers, bro. I don't even know if I could have continued rotating. Oh, he died. Nice. Now Evelyn's dead. There is no freaking way, bro. Do you really think that I'm that weak? What the hell? Why did she do that? That was crazy. Quite psychotic play there. I have a Banshee's Veil, bro. What do I even build at this point, dude? A Death Cap? Death Cap might deal more damage than having 10, right? Okay, so we are legitimately, like, full build at this point, but I'm way slower now. My movement speed's crazy bad. There's no reason to really take farm. A little bit of damage on a Kog'Maw. Put down some more Shroom. That guy's quite chunked. Malphite's on the way. He's just stepped on a Shroom, so he slowed himself at least. Put down a Shroom right there. They are quite tanky on that guy. Pretty difficult for us to, like, stop them from initiating like that. I do have some good Shrooms down, but they do have sweepers and stuff, which is annoying for me. I probably can't stop this, really. But who knows, maybe I can try to bounce this one Shroom and it will, like, proc. And, like, somehow steal it. Ooh. That was definitely a play gen. I don't know if that was a very smart one to do. Okay, well, all of my Shrooms are not in order, so we are quite fricked. The best thing you can do is try to clear out the wave. Because if you can clear out the wave, we can maybe stop them from shoving. They might try to do Baron because of what I'm doing. Okay, good. Looks like they're going to Baron instead, so we have time to set up Shrooms again. Baron minions can't be cleared with Shrooms, but regular minions easily can. Whoa. Back the heck away from this, bro. Yeah, we don't have Shrooms left. It's probably GG because I don't think that I can defend this. Even when Jhin respawns, I think we're still screwed. All I can do is just blind him one time at a time, and... Nidalee died, nice. I got my Shroom placement down. That's gonna explode. I can't stop them because if I try to stop them, I'm gonna freaking die. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I tried. We literally just didn't really have a team comp that could ever beat them, I think. I think that we played it almost flawlessly. I don't even know if there's a single moment where I made a mistake. But even if you play flawlessly, sometimes you just get unlucky. If I play this consistently on Teemo top lane all the time, I would be challenger before you know it. So it's just unlucky. Anyways, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.